Hey everybody, it's Malia Scott and I'm back with another video, and I'm talking about why is it difficult for people in poverty to earn. And I'm talking about earn money, or keep a job, right? Tons of reasons, right? There's a lot of reasons, but I'm here to speak on it because I've been through that. And as y'all may know from one of my other videos, that I said that I do suffer from mental illness, retardation, and it's probably hard to believe, right? A lot of people tell me that, like, as far as like, you're like, oh, well, you're so intelligent, you talk really well. I'm like, yeah, but it's the same thing as like, people judging a book by its cover. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really struggle. Like, you really think I wanted to be in poverty at 35 years old? Like, no, that's just not the situation. It's not the case. So, I've struggled with, of course, my abusive childhood, and then into my teenage years, and then, of course, into my adulthood, because that's like all I knew was abuse, right? Neglect. So it messed with my mental tremendously, and as well as just suffering with the retardation, the mental illness, as they like to call it now, because so many people have, and everybody's different. It's different things that's going on in people's brain. So, like, for instance, like, I feel like the government just thinks like, oh, as long as people earn, everything will be okay, as long as they have a job and they want to grow and, level up from supervisor to manager to, whatever, director, CEO, whatever they want to do, their own business or whatever, and keep going and going and going. Well, that is what's supposed to happen, besides the oppressed that need to come out their shells and come out of that. For the people that actually want to do something with their life and is suffering with severe mental illnesses, or, mental illnesses, period, it's just not easy. They cannot do everything. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, you can't, like, if you have like 2 or 3 different things wrong with you, like maybe you're not fast enough for someone, you cannot work in fast-paced environments. You only can work in slow-paced environments. And what if there's no slow-paced environment jobs available? You understand what I'm saying? Or, stuff like that. You have to be patient, on a side note, this is why it's important that you believe in God and you put God first, because sometimes you got to wait a really long time and be patient before you could get your blessing when it comes to financial security. And that's actually what I'm doing right now. And, like, finding my way, and it just seemed like it's taking so long. So, I'm just taking my time. Like right now, I'm living off the government, like every type of government program I could possibly live off of. Because I suffered with the mental illness, and it's not that I didn't want to work, but everything I've been through, it had an effect on me being, really, 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 really successful in the work field. It just had a effect on me. Even though I know, very humbly, that I believe that I know that I am an entertainer, and I know that I'm supposed to be in show business and stuff like that, and I will be soon. The most humble I could be, and express that, faith and that belief. Still, I still could be able to work, my jobs and stuff like that while I'm pursuing, but because of the trauma and the abuse and the mental illness, I struggle with keeping a job, with really finding my place and figuring it out. I just believe that, like, the government should really have meetings with the teachers in the schools, especially public schools, because I've seen people in charter schools really fight for the kids to make it. Like, I remember when I was in elementary school, and I mean, every year they just would pass me on, pass me on, pass me on, pass me on. They did it to my brothers, pass me on, pass me on. Nobody cared about our education. And I'm like, oh my God, I know if they cared a little bit more, we would have did better. Nobody cares. Like, I remember being in high school and like I got tired of being there, and I just walked out the class, walked out the school, and that's it. One day I just signed myself out of school, and I was like 18 years old, and I just signed myself out of school. And that's sad because I just felt like I couldn't do it. I didn't have the help. I didn't have the support. Nobody cared. Teachers didn't care. Nobody calls home. It's like, you got to be in some sort of a Hilton or, Waldorf Astoria, type of school, a private school, just for teachers to care. I believe the teachers should care more because it's a lot on parents, and a lot of times strangers do better with other people's kids. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times strangers do better with other people's kids most of the time, or a lot of the time. I say most of the time, but a lot of the time, as long as you're blessed up and or lucky. And I just feel like if the teachers care more, the kids would care more. And, I believe they should touch more on focusing on what the child is great at. And like, say, for example, like if they really push the teachers to care more and maybe even pay them more or whatever, and push them to just care more. And I feel like, say, a teacher, Miss, I don't know, Howard or whatever, like, and she sees little Jonathan and she's watching him and she understands who he is, and she knows like how fast he could read, how loud he is, how fast he moves, how he do things. She kind of knows. She could kind of predict if he's going to either be working at McDonald's or some corporate office or a lawyer or a doctor. Like, just, pushing, punch, kind of figuring it out, But let's be honest, if he's looking like he about to be a janitor, ain't nothing wrong with the janitor. The janitor is very special because if the building ain't clean, everybody feel dirty anyway. So it doesn't really matter whether you're light-skinned, dark-skinned, fair-skinned. If the building is disgusting, everybody's face is going to be the same. Or inside, you're going to feel the same. So the janitor is important too. But if that's what it's hitting for, that's what it looked like, I'm like you just ever be a teacher and you just be like, dang, he or she is not that fast, or not that this, or not that, or not that good at this. I mean, they'll be good at cleaning. So as a teacher, it's your job to like always put that child in charge of, it's not judging, it's being realistic. Like, put that child of the garbage duties and stuff and cleaning up, and show them, like, make them like obsessed with like cleaning, just in case you could save this child's life. And those are just a couple of examples that I'm using. But definitely they should have the teachers care more. No children should be getting left back 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 times like me and my brothers had to deal with. And it's just really sad. I probably needed special ed or just extra attention. I didn't get it because nobody cared. And you have to care. Caring is key. Caring is sharing. Caring is key. No child should be left back 1, 2, 3, and 4 times and all of that. That's horrible. It's ridiculous. And summer school is not the answer.